Hugar Varpst hated the moon of Eurocarp. It was cold, barren, and smelled of dust and rusted metal. But it was his, or at least the mines beneath its surface were. And those mines, stripped by the Empire and abandoned by the Republic before it, still held enough mineral wealth to make him one of the richest men in the Outer Rim. His shuttle descended through the thin atmosphere, its polished hull gleaming like a jewel against the gray wasteland. Hugar stood at the viewport, hands clasped behind his back. His eyes were sharp, calculating, the eyes of a man who saw the galaxy not in stars, but in profit margins. Below, the mining compound came into view, a cluster of prefabricated buildings, landing pads, and automated diggers crawling across the surface like metal insects. Security patrols marched in tight formations, their armor bearing the Varpst Mining Consortium emblem. Hugar allowed himself a small smile. Order, efficiency, control. Everything Eurocarp lacked before he arrived. The shuttle touched down with a hiss of steam. Hugar stepped out, flanked by 2 armored guards. The compound foreman hurried forward, bowing his head. "Sir, we weren't expecting you for another cycle." "I don't pay you to expect," Hugar replied, rushing past him. "I pay you to produce." He toured the facility with cold precision. But there was one problem he couldn't ignore. "The scavengers," the foreman admitted nervously. "They've been stripping abandoned equipment. Some even raid the outskirts of the compound." Hugar's jaw tightened. Scavengers. Parasites. Feeding off his investment. "Deploy additional patrols," he ordered. "I want every ridge, every crater, every tunnel swept. If they're hiding, drag them out." Hugar stepped outside to survey the horizon. A streak of fire tore across the sky, blazing like a falling star. The sound followed seconds later, a deep, rolling thunder that shook the ground beneath his boots. Hugar shielded his eyes as the burning vessel plummeted toward the far side of the moon. It struck with a violent explosion, sending a plume of dust rising miles high. The foreman stumbled out behind him. "What was that?" Hugar didn't answer immediately. "Send a squad," he said at last. "Now, I want eyes on that wreck before anyone else gets there." "Yes, sir." "I'll dispatch Alpha Team." "And double the scavenger sweeps," Hugar added. "If that crash draws them out, I want them caught." Across the compound, alarms sounded as armored security platoons mobilized. Hugar watched the dust cloud on the horizon, his expression unreadable. Whatever had fallen from the sky, it didn't belong on Eurocarp, and he intended to claim it before anyone else could. As the security teams fanned out across the moon, Hugar Varpst returned to his shuttle, already planning his next move.